Hello everyone. I just wanted to make a quick video on how you can quickly and almost effortlessly use your stat chips, your surplus of stat chips with the new capsules, the summer capsules. Everyone has literally hit the cap of stat chips because of how much they give you. And I am here to show you how you can go through those as fast as you can with as little effort as possible. So what you're going to want to do first is just go to units and stat reroll, and then what you're going to want to do is go into your filters. Now I'll reset it to show what you guys are going to have, and you want to just click on these these worst stats for each unit and for each actual stat. What this will do is it'll only show all the units that you don't have stats already on. Because if you did it normally, it would be showing all your favorites, all your monarchs and stuff. You don't want to roll on these units, of course. So you're going to want to have all these worst stats that you don't care about rolling on as filters. And then once you do that, you can actually decide to roll on some of these units. So what you're going to want to do first is also you need two things. You're going to need Tiny Task, and you're going to need an auto clicker. OP auto clicker is a good one. And what you're going to want to do is with the auto clicker, you're going to want to set it to 0 milliseconds, 0, 1, 10. Any low number is good because, you know, there's a limited, it only rolls so fast as you can see, but just having it as fast as you can make it works. And for your tiny task, you want to just make sure that you do not have continuous playback on. This is very important that you don't have continuous playback on. Most macros require you to do it, but the reason you can't just have it all automated is because you don't know when you're going to get a godly stat. Every roll is random. You know, some godly stats take way longer to get, and blah, blah, all that stuff. So once you have these two things ready, what you're going to do is you're going to first just roll a godly stat. So I might speed this up a little bit to show, but the first step of this is just to get a godly stat and have the pop-up show up, but do not click anything on the pop-up yet. That's when you're going to start recording the macro. Okay, and now that we have rolled a godly stat, this pop-up is going to show up. What you want to do is press F6 again to stop the auto clicker. That's how you start it and stop it. You're going to press F8, whatever your recording key is. For me, it's F8. You want to go into your tiny task if you're not sure, press preferences, and then you will see actually recording hotkey. You can hover over it, it'll say wherever the check mark is. For me, it's F8, and then playback hotkey is F12. These are the two numbers that you're going to be pressing. Not the two numbers, but you're only going to be pressing F12 or whatever the playback hotkey is repeatedly. You only need to press the recording hotkey twice. So what you're going to do is on this pop-up, you press your recording hotkey, whatever it is, press it, you press no, then you go into the unit, and then because you already have the filters, you wait for a second to load, and then you click on any unit here, any unit as long as it's mythic or above, and then you turn the auto clicker on with F6, and then you stop the recording. So you stop the recording after you turn the auto clicker on. Now that it's set up, all you have to do is you just wait until you get a godly stat. Then once you get that godly stat, what you can do, I'm going to act like I just did. You're going to press F6 to stop the auto clicker, and then you're going to press F12 again. Now what this is going to do is when you roll the godly stat, it's going to have the pop-up menu again saying, oh, do you want to roll off the stat? You turn off the auto clicker, and then you just press F12 or whatever your playback hotkey is, and then it'll do the macro again of pressing no, selecting a new unit, all that, and then you'll be good. And then you can, so every time you get a new godly stat, is what you do is you press F6 to stop the auto clicker, and then press F12 to resume the macro that you just recorded. And that is how you efficiently use your stat chips. Thank you guys for watching.